Hello, welcome to Infinite Transcendence, and this is part 3, the final part of the most important word to success series. And this portion is going to be on how to own your time and treat it and make it first and treat it like it's first. So we talked about, or I talked about how to master your time and how to say no, particular, because you want to master your time because you want to take control of your life and not bend over backwards for people who have no respect for you. It's about gaining respect and mastering your time. So we talked about how no good deed goes unpunished. Now I want to talk about how mastering your time, respecting it is important. Because if you don't respect your time, nobody's gonna respect your time. A lot of people don't respect their own damn time. Look how people spend their time. People watch average person watch what, 4 hours of TV a day. People sit on social media all day. People sit around gossiping on their phone, doing this, doing that. Who knows what they're doing? People barely respect their own time. One of the biggest causes of being poor or broke or barely getting by in life, no matter what your income level is, if people don't manage their time wisely. How many people actually schedule their time and have things planned? How many people most people just do things at the last minute. They kind of just float and just kind of go by and do just enough to get by. If you want to master your time and you want to start scheduling your time like I do, I have this get to the point. I have to just start scheduling myself because I had a to-do list, but I got to the point I have to have like a blocked schedule, and I have schedules for things I need to get done. I have schedules in between for breaks and taking care of things, but I want to have my time be used as effective as possible. I need things planned. I want it organized. I can get it done. Like I got this done today because it was on my schedule. I want to knock it out so then I can focus on other things. I don't wait till the last minute trying to do it and then have things get out of control. So I respect my time. But people don't respect your time. A lot of people I know don't respect their own time. They don't respect your time. I know a lot of people just do everything at the last minute. Like my own family is like this. They're last minute people, last minute unplanned, last minute hectic changes. And one of their hobbies is they want to dump things on me at the last minute, where they let me know about events at the last possible second. What I often tell them is I can't do it. If you don't let me know things in advance, I can't consider it because I can't just rearrange my entire schedule to suit somebody else's schedule. My schedule, my responsibilities come first, because if I don't handle my responsibilities, who's going to handle them? And I value my time. A lot of times my time is a lot more valuable than their time of sitting around and doing nothing. I mean, don't wait till the last minute to get things done and then inconvenience me. A lot of people will waste your time with a lot of minutia. A lot of times people will think their time is so important. A lot of people just want to waste your time and suck it up with nonsense because they want to feel important. A lot of people have such little things to do, or they want to look busy. They'll start eating up your time with things that could be done quickly and easily, and trivial nonsense, things that aren't that difficult. You got to learn. One of the things is definitely when it comes to, it's similar to delegation, where you start to have to give people agency to control things and let them do things and stand back, because otherwise you won't free yourself. That's what you have to do in life, because if you just answer all phone calls, answer all emails, constantly you're on the phone, constantly checking your social media, checking this, checking that, doing favors for people, you'll never get by, because people will happily waste time with pointless gossip, pointless nonsense, pointless this and that. Make your time your priority, because if you don't master your time and make it first, again, nobody else is. So you refuse to do things that are stupidly inconvenient unless it's an absolute emergency and absolutely necessary. Sometimes you have emergencies in life, and don't let people guilt trip you to cloud you. Because again, like I said before, people have no problem, and a lot of times it's not even an emergency. It's simple nonsense, like they want you to go out of your way to go do something. Oh, can you come home or go to my house to do this, or can you go whatever, pick up somebody, go run some errand, go across town and do something. I've had customers, like they said, the check issue. People waste your time with checks, like your time is not valuable. They think you just have nothing better to do. I have customers where I have a business, one of my business, we have a schedule. We have different cities working, at different cities where things get done at different times of the week. And some people will call at the last minute and they're thinking, well, can you come out and do what you need to do here? I'm like, well, I have a schedule. I can't just come across town and just run over here and come meet you to do what you need, or I can't have anybody come out there and do that, because it ruins my schedule, and I can't just throw all my customers off hook to give you what you want. The only way I'll even consider doing is if I got paid a lot of money for the inconvenience, and people aren't going to generally pay it. So I say, wait till next week. When you're in high demand, treat yourself like you're in high demand. Make your time valuable. When you go to a person, if you have a person who's really good at something, they're going to have to schedule you in. You go to a good mechanic or a doctor, they're going to schedule you in. You can't just walk in. I mean, you have emergencies, yeah, but you can't just walk right into a mechanic 99% of the time and say, hey, work on my car right now. They're going to say, well, we can schedule around this time, or we can schedule on Wednesday, we can schedule it next week. You can't just walk in and get things done, very rarely. And if a person is doing that, it's because they're not any good, because people who are good are flowing with business because they're in high demand. If you walk to a doctor and need some surgery done and they said, well, have you eaten anything? Let's get it done today. You'd freak out. A person who's in high demand and is good at their craft is in high demand. Their time is valuable, and they schedule you in because they have a lot of people coming in. You need to treat your time like that. My time is valuable. I'm in high demand. I got things I need to have done. Because, you know, look at like celebrities, for instance. As you get more demand, you have more of a schedule. If you're starting out as an actor, for instance, you're out at every role, you're taking everything you can get, you're calling people, you're chasing everything. But once you get big enough, you have people calling you. You have people coming after you, giving you roles. Your time is more valuable. You've earned that demand. Start treating your time, even in business, even if you're small. Have opening hours, have closing, have hours where you answer the phone, have voicemail system. Don't get to the point where you just make yourself overly available to people and to be inconvenienced with nonsense. Make your time for you so you can use your time to make yourself better, to invest into your business or invest into other things. And do not let people drop their obligations on you. Learn to say no to that. Those are their obligations. If they didn't plan or didn't do things properly, they need to handle those obligations. For instance, a lot of people have kids or pets, they want to dump on you. It's like, look, you chose to have kids. I chose to have a child-free, pet-free life so I can have my freedom to come and go as I please. I realize that as a person who likes freedom and coming and going with the lifestyle I live, is not really suitable for animals and pets and things like that, or kids. So I chose not to have them. So, and it's actually not anytime soon that I plan on it, not anytime soon. So if you have those things, that's a life, you're going to have to sacrifice some things in advance. If you have things, you own a house, you need to maintain the house. Don't take that and dump that obligation on me at my inconvenience when it's not my responsibility, because you get the benefits of certain things. You should have the downside as well, or to hire somebody to do it. Don't just dump it on me to get things done. A lot of people will do that. They'll dump things on you with no regard to yourself. They'll take advantage of you. You got to learn to start saying no. I'm not doing it. I don't have time. I have things to do. Even if your time is just sitting around watching TV, sometimes you still need to say no. Don't make yourself overly available, because what you'll start to find is the more you say yes to things, the more you're going to keep getting taken advantage of. For instance, if you work at a job, you might have that coworker that always has to leave early, or something happens and they always come to you and say, hey, can you work extra because blah, blah, blah left early? And you always say yes. And a lot of times they start looking for you to do it all the time, where you just become that stooge. Meanwhile, this person a lot of times is getting basically the same pay as you are while you're doing more work. Learn to say no. I have things that I got to get out of here. There's nothing wrong with working overtime and being a hard worker. Don't make any mistake. You want to be the person who's working hard and you're ambitious, but the difference is you want to work hard for your own gain. You want to be out there working those extra hours and going above and beyond for you, but not to carry somebody else's slack. Do not carry everybody else's slack, because your time should be used to make yourself the best person you can be and to devote it to you. When you get big, when you're doing this, you're also helping people out in another way. You're helping out more and more people. Helping out people, quote unquote, helping out people at your own expense who may be close to you because they're friends and family. It may seem nice now, but you're not helping out as much as you could help out people if you invent that next cure to something, or you to started that big business, or you'd have gotten yourself ahead in that way where you could have entertained or helped millions or given them something, versus just helping out one or two people who just want to take advantage of you. So put yourself first, take your time first, master it, start scheduling your time and start saying no. If you have something planned, get it done. Do not wait till the last minute. Do not let people crowd your time out with things. And a lot of times people do this, but a lot of people have a lot of self-doubts about succeeding in life, and they don't think they can. So they find little ways to eat away their time, little things to distract them so they can have an excuse of why they didn't succeed. Stop thinking that way. Don't be a quitter. Get it done. Schedule yourself. Learn to say no. Learn to master your time. Make it first. Let me know what you think about this. Final part of the series. Do you do this? Do you make your time first? Do you say no? Do you understand the principles I'm talking about? Let me know. Like, subscribe, comment the video, comment the article, and subscribe for more new and interesting content, and transcend infinitely. And have fun, guys. Use these principles and you'll see your life start to transcend.